everyone, what's up? My name is Steph. I'm the Secret Slob. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be a part of Clutter-free in January. This is an awesome challenge. I hope you take it up and just get after a few areas of your house. This week we're tackling the kitchen, so welcome to my kitchen. And if there's one thing I know about clutter in the kitchen is there is probably nothing worse than trying to cook in a kitchen that is disorganized and cluttered. I've actually gone through my kitchen a few times. I'll link to a video below that shows my starting point. It was scary. So I'm gonna show you a couple places in my kitchen that have been working really well, and then a couple places that are really not working so well. And I'm gonna try and declutter them, rearrange and organize, and see if I can make those spaces work a little bit better for me.
So here's an example of a couple drawers that are working really well. This is our pots and pans drawer, and you can see I've got the lids on the one side divided by the pots on the other. Everything here I'm using, it's easy to get to, and it's close to the stove. So this is working great. Another drawer that's working really well is our dishes drawer. We actually keep them down low so that my little kids, including my 3-year-old, can help put the dishes away and set the table. We love this setup, it works great. This drawer, on the other hand, is not working so well.
All right, so as you can see, this drawer is not working the way it probably should. I used to just have everything loose in here, and I kind of like that, but I thought it looked really messy. And so I bought these inserts to try and get it more organized. They come out like this. And it actually made it worse and made it way more difficult. And now it's like hard to kind of close the drawer and things stick up. So I'm gonna start here with this drawer. I always like to start in the place that's driving me the most crazy, and that would be this.
I have only 2 rules for decluttering. Number 1, don't declutter other people's stuff. And number 2, don't take out more stuff than you have time to put away. Anytime I tackle a decluttering project, I only do it one small space or drawer at a time.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is just sort this all into categories, I guess, and just assess what I have.
Sticking with the function theme, I'm dividing everything by use. So cooking utensils, baking stuff, prep stuff, straws, and then other.
All right, so just by pulling everything out, I've already found things I know I don't even want to keep and things that absolutely do not belong in that drawer. So I'm gonna get rid of these, put them in my thrift store box that I always have on the go, and these I'm gonna put away where they belong. So that's it, one drawer down. The important thing there for me was that everything was easy to see and only the things that I really need at the stove when I'm cooking are in there. So I took out a couple of baking things, and I took out a few things that I just didn't need, and I took out that big bamboo organizing tray, because you know what, sometimes organizing stuff is actually clutter too, and for us, that wasn't helping anything at all. The next cupboard I'm gonna tackle is a really common problem for a lot of people. Have you ever found that you keep something somewhere in your kitchen just because you've always kept it there? It might not be the best place to keep it, but it's just always been there, so that's where you keep it, and every time you have to get it out, it makes you crazy because it's a difficult cupboard to get into. So we have a cupboard just like that. It's a corner cupboard. It's really difficult to get into. We have to really bend down and look in, and it does have a rotating dolly thing, but it's still super complicated. We're keeping a lot of our daily prep stuff in there, and for the amount of times we're going into that cupboard, it doesn't make sense to use a difficult cupboard. So I'm gonna switch everything from there, declutter it all, and then put it into a nice open drawer that I have that is right now just storing things we barely use at all. I'm not sure why we didn't do this sooner, but you know, that's how it goes in kitchens. You kind of just leave it the way it is because it's always been that way. So let's tackle the corner cupboard. Why do we even have this? I don't think this has ever been used. It must belong in our trailer. This definitely needs to go.
Now that I've got the corner cupboard emptied out, everything's out for me to look at, I can assess where it's going to fit best. Next, I'm gonna empty out that random drawer, and I think I'm gonna keep all of our prep stuff in that drawer so it's easier to reach, easier to get at. We use this stuff every single day. Then in the corner cupboard, I'll keep things that need to be next to the sink, like strainer and salad spinner, and I have my pots there, or my pans, because they're next to the other pots, that makes sense for me. And then my one baking dish I use all the time is easy to get to. The other baking dishes that I don't use as often, I'll keep at the back so I can get to them, but I don't really need to get in there very often at all. Next up, let's tackle a drawer that I know everyone struggles with, and I am no different. It's the Tupperware drawer. I'm not sure what happens in here. I swear they're having a party every single night and producing new lids by the dozen, but this drawer is just always out of control in our house, so I just tackle it, once every couple months, get it under control, and just keep an eye on it. A really good idea the last time I did a decluttering video from someone who said they keep all their lids in one big container. So that's what I'm doing. All the lids go in one container, and no little container goes into this drawer unless it has a matching lid. No lid, no drawer. So much better. We'll see how long that lasts.
Okay, so that's 3 big drawer areas in my house that were kind of driving me a little bit crazy, and I wasn't sure what to do with them, but sometimes you just have to rearrange things, get rid of stuff you're not using, and put stuff you're not using all the time away. So my policy for my kitchen is everything that's within arm's reach is something I'm using daily or at least weekly. Everything else that you're not using all the time, or maybe just less than once a month, I put it a little further away, and the things you're using once a year, those can go down in storage, and the things you never use, those can go out the door. So the next thing I want to tackle is just the area right here at my island where I spend all of my time when I'm prepping food and getting stuff ready for my kids, and I have this huge bank of cabinets that are almost completely unused or underused. So what I want to do is organize them, declutter them, get everything out of there that doesn't belong, and make them as usable and functional as possible. So I'll show you right now, there's 6 of them.
Okay, let's see what's in here. There's a Bumbo, which we do not need anymore, so I'm gonna get that out of there and donate it or give it away. We don't have babies anymore. In the far cupboard, we have our garbage drawer. I love this, it's from IKEA, it works great. And that middle bank of cabinets is just kind of a bit chaos. We have our cutlery, and then everything else is kind of just a toss-up of tin foils and saran wrap, Ziploc bags, baking stuff. It's just kind of random. So I want to get it nice and organized so we know exactly what's in every drawer. The cutlery didn't need a lot of attention, but this second drawer, I'm going to keep a few utensils and prep stuff that I ordinarily would have had over in the utensil drawer that I decluttered at the start of this video. I just use these things here at the island, so that's where they may as well sit. I'm also going to keep all of my tin foil, saran wrap, parchment papers in the same drawer instead of a few in every drawer, because that makes sense. And then I have my food scale and my drying rack in the bottom there, and a pair of oven mitts. And at the bottom, I think I'll just throw anything extra, like extra saran wrap, tin foil, things like that. So really, I didn't need to have all of those full, and it's looking so much better. So here's the result of things I'm getting rid of just from a quick 20-minute declutter in my kitchen. It's incredible what you can find if you just have a quick look through your cupboards.
So there we go. I got those areas decluttered, got them rearranged, reorganized. I hope it works better for the function and flow of my kitchen, because that's the main goal here. It doesn't look like I have a lot of stuff, but if you check out the video from last year when I went through my kitchen for the first time, I probably got rid of half of my stuff. So once you do one big, huge purge to start with, it's easy after that. It just takes a little bit of maintenance. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you get motivated to declutter your kitchen and make it work best for you. If you're looking for more ideas on how to declutter your kitchen, I'll link to the playlist below that has all of the people participating in Clutter-Free January. There are some super awesome people involved in this challenge. I know you'll find a couple videos that'll be really helpful for you. Thank you so much for joining me at the Secret Slob as I decluttered my kitchen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and join me for the rest of the month as we tackle other areas in our house for a clutter-free January. Talk to you soon. Bye.